Hello everyone! California has lifted most of its pandemic-related restrictions. And so as I reintegrate myself in the post-pandemic normal, I just wanted to go away from the city and have a relaxing day. And so we headed down to Santa Cruz to enjoy this neck of the woods. Hello everyone! So the cast of characters for today are Bailey, Darwin, Alma, and Fred! Hee We're having breakfast now here in Santa Clara, and it's nice to still find outdoor seating even though indoor seating is in full effect. Not only are we eating,
dude, it's
Bailey too!
It's $9.
I know, I'm trying to tell you they've been making batteries. So that's all. Right, because that's the nature room there. Nature store. Nature.
Yeah, that's the store right there.
Yeah, so that's there and then on. Okay, so we're here.
we are now at Cowell Redwood National Park, and this park is pretty huge. You can go camping here, horseback riding, biking, hiking of course, or just a leisurely walk. And there are many trails, but only a few trails allow dogs. And the trail that we had chosen, because Bailey is with us, was a trail called the Pipeline Trail. However, I believe there's some maintenance going on, and so they detoured us to the Redwood Grove Trail. And this trail is normally closed to dogs just because of the age of the redwoods, and they're trying to protect that. But we're cutting through this trail first before we enter into the Pipeline Trail. So this park have a lot of parking lots. Of course, they're connected to some campgrounds and others to the trails. And there is also a train. Yes, that's right, a train that makes a round trip visit or stops between here and the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. I think it's about $35 for the tickets. We are leaving the Redwood Grove Trail and we are going to cut across the river trail going onto Pipeline Trail. I'm glad we had the opportunity to cut across or walk through the Redwood Grove Trail, even though it's not its entirety, because normally if you have a dog you wouldn't be able to pass through there. So on the Pipeline Trail, it's mostly paved, or I believe it's paved all the way. It does lead off onto a river, I think, but dogs must stay on the pavement. But there's a little like dirt road or dirt trail going down the river, and then there's like a mini bridge where you can cross the river, and then the train overpasses right here. The Pipeline Trail is actually not a straightaway. There is a gradual incline, not too much, but it's still paved. This whole loop is 6 miles altogether. The Redwood Grove loop is a little under 2 miles altogether. We think the reason why there are so many detours today, we didn't actually ask the rangers, but there is an ultra marathon trail run event today. Today is a fairly nice day to have gone on this hike because the weather is nice. Plus, because we are in the Redwood State Park, not National Park, there's a lot of trees, so there's a lot of shade. It's warm, but because this trail is on an incline, it's getting really hot though. We are about at 2 miles between the Redwood Grove Trail and this trail, the Pipeline Trail. And Bailey is tired already, so I'm going to carry him for at least a little while. All right, so we passed the 2 mile point already between the Redwood Grove Trail and the Pipeline Trail. We're not going to finish the Pipeline Trail anymore, just because it's getting warmer, it's getting hotter, and the incline is actually going further up. And Bailey's tired. So are we. So we're just gonna go ahead and head back. And we are back at the river. I was just thinking when we had passed the river is so low. Only because California is again experiencing drought, which is so bad. Hopefully we don't get a lot of fires this season because of it. The tallest tree in the park. We are now heading back to the car after a brief stop at the general store. If you're going to use the Pipeline Trail, it's best to park by the general store because the trail entrance is right next to it. Because we didn't know the park, or we are not familiar with the park, we went ahead and parked by or close to the park entrance. Everyone is pretty darn tired, including Bailey.
Zigzag already? Hey,
And
we're almost
we are starving after a 4 mile hike. So we're trying to look for some place to eat. So we are now here in downtown Santa Cruz to grab some lunch. We found street parking fairly close to the cafe that we wanted to go to. However, it's taking us about 20 minutes to try to pay for parking because the app that the city uses is complicated for some reason. Finally having lunch, or a late lunch. It's actually almost 5 o'clock p.m. We actually started the hike mid-morning and it was a 4-hour hike, so plus taking pictures, stopping to rest. It took us a while, but at least we got here. Bailey is also having an early dinner. I'm having a veggie burger and much needed cider. Our table is wonky, that's why the video might be tilting on some instances, but just a few thoughts on the reopening of the state. I want to say during our hike, half of the people were masked and half weren't. The Redwood Grove Trail, I think, was heavily trafficked, or there was a heavy foot traffic, and then again everyone was being funneled through that trail. So during our time on that trail we were mostly masked. On the Pipeline Trail, however, there were only a few hikers, so we weren't masked. But I want to say so far, how is it? Not everyone is ditching the restrictions or the whole masking, which is, I think, is pretty responsible of folks. I'm not sure whether it's just not being comfortable not wearing a mask even though they're vaccinated, or people who are not vaccinated are masking. But either way, even though the restrictions are off, or most restrictions are off, people have not completely ditched the mask. Probably by 4th of July, I'm thinking that's going to change, but otherwise, it looks like we are at a good place. And now I am really hungry, and so I am going to enjoy this veggie burger. So I think this is a good place and time to end this vlog. So from my mind side to yours, more to come. Thanks for watching.